Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, depending on your local time. My name is Justin Udie. I am the chair of Environmental Sustainability and Biodiversity Committee of Crossivarians in the diaspora. I want to take this opportunity to wish all of you, our dear volunteers and team leaders of Environmental Sustainability Club, a very wonderful and happy New Year 2024. Last year, 2023, witnessed the inauguration of our Environmental and Sustainability Club in Cross River State, with a fair representation of volunteers from across the 18 local governments and beyond Cross River States. And I want to say a very big thank you to all of you that participated towards the success of that event. This year, 2024, we want to take it a little bit further by mainstreaming, in other words, putting into practice all the objectives, especially the direct intervention objectives that we have proposed to support the Cross River State government with. And as we know, that we are going to do some work on open defecation. We are going to do some work on plastic campaign as well as tree planting. And I want to use this opportunity to call on all of you, our dear volunteers, to please help us in making this happen. Plastic waste has become an issue of public health concern. It's no longer plastic causing or blocking urban drains or blocking our drains and causing urban flooding. It has become a thing of public health concern because today, if you eat fresh fish or fresh periwinkle or fresh crabs or any seafood that comes directly from our natural waters, it's very likely that these sea animals might have fed on microplastics, and you eating them means that you have plastic in your diet. That is just what the value chain suggests. So it is important that we pay close attention to what plastics can do. But let me not dwell on this. I give opportunity to our plastic lead, Mr. Monday Iwara, to lean in on this. Thank you so much, Mr. Iwara. Come in.
Hello, Monday Wara. I'm the lead for the plastics waste management component of the Crid Environmental Sustainability Club. Thank you for your time. Thank you for volunteering. Thank you for all that you've done so far since the launching of this club. As our chair, Justin, has said, we are putting our efforts now to continue our activities, particularly in regards to plastic waste management. I'm appealing to you to please continue what you've been doing. Plastic waste is, as said already, affecting significant components of our lives, our health, our environment. We're going to address this in a three-pronged way: education and awareness. As you all know, you need to know before you act. It's obvious that plastic waste is all over the place, but people have to know the effect of it, the negative effect of plastic in our environment, but particularly do activities within your environment, within your community, within your house. Have recycle bins. Organize activities once a week or once every other week, or at least once a month, with your folks in your community to go and pick up plastics, clean up the environment. Discourage people from using plastics. Go with the 3-4 R's. Refuse, reuse, recycle, repurpose. There are so many things you can do. We will provide the materials as necessary, and I'm pretty sure that if all hands are on deck, we can all contribute to ridding Cross River State and our environment of plastic waste. Think about the health effect of it, from what you drink in the water, from what we breathe in the air, and from what it affects our health. Thank you for your time. Keep in touch with us. We will provide the resources necessary, and with all hands on deck again, we will all achieve the aim of keeping Cross River State clean, green, and sustainable.
That was fantastic, our plastic lead. The next thing we are going to do vigorously this year is campaign against open defecation. It is our plan that we contribute and partner with Cross River State Government and WASH and any other NGO that exists to ensure that we make Cross River State open defecation free. That is what we call ODF. So we have our lead person on this program, which is Dr. Michael Ubong. Michael, please come in.
Hi everyone, my name is Michael Ubong. Happy New Year. I want to once again appreciate all the effort of the volunteers and wish you a very, very prosperous New Year. We are starting with a good energy, following up all the good works you have done in 2023. Open defecation is a very big burden, an environmental burden on everyone, both different classes, both infants, adults, and even the people at old age. It is a public health burden that everyone is trying to work against. I want to encourage us that as we are moving on with this energy, we continue to create good awareness of the implication of fecal contamination, the implication of defecating openly in our environment, in our society, where we find ourselves. Just like Justin mentioned earlier, as a volunteer, we are not expecting you to live 100 days, 100 hours on the decks working on only volunteer work, but with just an hour of your time, 2-3 hours of your time in a week, in a month, makes a lot of difference to this program by giving good awareness and encouraging people within your locality, within your vicinity where you find yourself, to practice good hygiene by making appropriate use of the toilet facilities they've got in their environment. I know many persons in our localities prefer to go to the bush and in neighboring uncompleted, dilapidated buildings to make themselves comfortable when there's need for toilets. These are all encouraging environmental pollution. We all know that there is a chain that fecal contamination goes about with. By the time we expose our environment to defecation, the chain returns back to the water body, contaminating the water body we use on daily basis in our different homes, and that builds up to infections, builds up to disease, and the entire chain is affected. So I will encourage each and every one of us to make this a call of duty to sensitize your family, sensitize your friends, create awareness in your communities, in your localities, the effect and the health implication of open defecation. I will encourage us that we are at the back end, will give every support, training, and be readily available to pick on your questions you have, the challenges you have, we pick on them and create more impact on our community. Thank you for giving out your time to feed back to the environment and ensuring that Cross River State is free of open defecation. We are looking at a zero tolerance this time around, and we're not going to compromise in any way, ensuring that our communities, our brothers and sisters live a healthy and better life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael, for that contribution and that inspiring message to our dear volunteers. Next thing we are going to do this year going forward is direct intervention on tree planting across the states, and we rely heavily on our volunteers to help do this, plant trees in your area, but we place emphasis on public facilities like police stations, public facilities like schools and mosques and churches and hospitals, every area that you know is a public place. That means that is government controlled area. We want to see how we can make this place green. In addition to that, we can, as much as possible, plant trees in our own local houses. And we have a lead person on these two, who is in the person of Emanuela. Thank you so much, Emanuela, for your wonderful contribution right there and helping to strongly support our volunteers. To our distinguished volunteers, once again, I want to appreciate and thank you for the opportunity of volunteering with us and helping the state government and helping your own environment to become sustainable, or to become a place that you will be happy to live. We want to say that you can help us in different ways. Maybe 1 hour in a week is enough for us. You can share a story like this, or make a story of yourself picking plastics and share that on social media. You can visit a church, you can visit a school and walk around to pick all the plastics and put them in a bag, take them to a particular location. You can network with a local government coordinator to pick plastics or to campaign against open defecation. You can go to churches and take 5 minutes to talk to the congregation about the dangers of plastics, about the dangers of open defecation, and they need to plant trees. You can do that in a public bus. You can do that anywhere using any available opportunity. And remember, we want to rely heavily on the social media to carry out this campaign. So there are different ways you can help us, and we know you can. And I want to use the opportunity to say that if you do, there are reward systems that you can become a UN environmental champion from Cross River State or anywhere. We as Cross Riverians in the diaspora, they also package something for you. Amongst every other thing is that we can, if you win this opportunity and contribute, you can win, you can take a weekend, on our own pockets. That is a whole weekend from Friday evening until Sunday evening in a choice location in Calabar. All expenses paid by Crossiverians in the diaspora for what you have helped us do. So please do take advantage of this. There are different other reward systems that I'm going to share with you in the WhatsApp group, so that you will be able to know that you are not doing this absolutely for free. There is immediate reward for you. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for volunteering with us. Volunteering with us is not just joining a WhatsApp group or joining an email list. It's for you to take action. And you are not doing this for anybody. You are not doing this for the state government. You are not doing this for the local government. You are not doing this for your chief. You are doing this for yourself and your brothers and sisters and even children yet unborn. So it's a moral call that we do this. On behalf of my committee, Mr. President, and Crossiverians in the diaspora who care so much about Cross River State environment, I want to wish you a blissful, happy, and bountiful New Year 2024. May God continue to bless you in everything you do, in every plans that you have, so that in the end, together we'll be able to have a Cross River State that is clean, green, and sustainable. Happy New Year.